We are here at the 2024 BT Awards, and I'm sitting with the one, the only MC Lyte. How are you today?
I am well. Excited.
That's wonderful to hear.
Yeah.
So first, I want to talk about the song that you just dropped with Queen Latifah.
Yeah.
Um, how does it feel like you're back releasing new music and not just
Yeah.
releasing new music with Queen Latifah, who's
Right.
also,
Right.
you guys have been for
Yeah.
such a long time. So
Yeah.
how do you just like feel in this moment?
Oh, it feels great. I mean, well, we just finished Woman. We had Big Daddy Kane, Salt from Salt and Pepper, and Raheem Devine, and that felt really great because I got a chance to do a song with Salt, who I had looked up to prior to even becoming MC Lyte. And so now here we are in this moment with King with Latifah, and we kind of grew up in this thing together. So it feels good. We haven't recorded since I Want to Be Down together.
Wow.
And we weren't in the studio for that song together. Everybody sent their verses in. But for King, she came to the studio, and I was like, I got one, and I need this from you. And we played it, and she was like, all right, let's do it. And so I also told her I wouldn't pressure for all of the things that need to happen after you put a single out. I said, I got it. I'm a hold the weight. I'm a hold the weight. So it's good. I'm excited. The album One of One is coming, and we're actually done. We're just mixing, mastering, adding some tweaks here and there.
Awesome. So can you tell us a little bit about One of One? Because your fans haven't got an album from you
10
in
years.
yeah,
10
a
years.
decade. So what can they expect, and how do you feel kind of jumping back into releasing
Yeah.
music? Was there any anxiety there? Did you feel new pressures, or was it like, I do this? Like,
Right. No, you know what? I think it was all of that. As I was in the studio, I was like, okay, it was that space where do I try to sound like what's out now, or do I try to sound like me? And if I sound like me, is it going to be as current? Is it going to be what people want to hear? And I was like, you know what? Let me just follow the music. Let me just flow with what the music is doing. And in essence, that's how we got it done. We got some really good music that speaks to a person's soul, so that it kind of told me what to say. And then along with that, the track would also tell us who we needed to get to accompany me. So we've got songs with Mary Mary, Money Long, Ghostface Killer, Common, Tony Braxton.
okay, so y'all brought out the heavy
Oh
hitters.
yeah, we brought out the heavy hitters, because I think it's really important that my grade, school, whatever you want to call it, that we flood the market with a lot of music so that a DJ can really play a whole set of what's new and hot from the legends.
That's awesome. And you kind of took me right into my next question. A lot of the legends are coming out of hiding this year. Like, I don't know what's in the water, but you're dropping new music and a new album. Will Smith is performing new music live at the BT Awards on Sunday. Rakim is dropping an album this year.
LL.
It's just LL's dropping an album this
Common.
year. Common's dropping an album. Oh, wait, Common is dropping an
July
album this
12th.
year. So what is that? Where's this resurgence
room.
kind of coming from, and how does it feel to be a part of that? And also, what do you think that's going to do for the music industry and specifically in the hip hop space?
I think there's room now. For a minute, everything was being ran by all the subgenres that were happening, and still they have their space. But I think what we've learned is we actually have a hungry audience that really wants to still hear music from us. Case in point, all the sold out shows on the Force Tour that LL put together with Rock the Bells, the huge festival that happened in New York, sold out, sold out, sold out. And so there's an audience that wants to hear from us, and we're happy about that, and we want to service them, so why not?
I'm very excited. To me,
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's going to do a lot for how people approach music as far as streaming.
Yeah.
Because, again, when Legends released music, back in the day was like, you go buy the album, you go buy the album. So now I feel like people will be able to stream and be like, oh, this is who they are, this is what they do.
Yeah.
Are you hoping that your new music kind of awakens a new generation of fans to go back and check out your old work?
Totally. I'm hoping for that. We did a listening session not too long ago downtown LA, and there was some young folks there that talked with us and basically was just shocked, like, oh, this is what, when they say MC Lyte, this is what they mean, right? So I think for so long now, they're like, oh, that's the lady that's on the BET awards or whatever. And in this case, now they get a chance to see what it was prior to all of that.
That's what's up. I could
Yeah.
see kids like, oh wait, she make music too. I did a press junket for a movie that stars Snoop Dogg, and someone asked one of the children. It was a movie with kids in it. They were like, how was it working with Snoop Dogg? And the kid, he probably was like 8, 9 years old. He's like, did y'all know Snoop Dogg can really rap? And we like, what do you mean? He's like, no, like I know he's Snoop, but he could rap. So like just those realizations from like the current generation
Yeah.
is just like mind blowing to me, and I definitely hope that you releasing new music kind of has that effect. Also, I wanted to ask with your new music, how do you hope it impacts or inspires current artists as your past work did?
Yeah, you know what? I hope that it gives them the spirit of freedom so that they can actually say a lot of things that are going on with them. And then also just the realization that it hip hop doesn't have to always be about one thing. You know, I think a lot of people, especially those who are getting into the business, find themselves talking about things that aren't really real to them, but they think that's the thing to talk about to get them in the door. And I'm saying, I'm challenging them, be yourself, be who it is that you are. And if that's not enough, then perhaps this is the wrong occupation.